They're off and racing. Action underway with the LK Bennett Lady Amateur Jockeys handicap. They go a mile. Good start made by Bear Force 1, but slightly over racing in the orange and black colours. The early pace looks rather moderate. Away to the right, Revich is also going forwards. Just behind the speed is Dashing Roger and Tad Reeb. Look back smiling, away on terms, but back down the order at the moment. On the running rail, the blue is Devious Devon. Away to the left is Terry's Royale, the noseband, last year's winner, who's now on the improve for Serena Brotherton, looking to try and inject some more pace to the race. Back down the field is Walsingham, also Shaladar to the tail, and Spirit Genie's another one at the back end of the order in the yellow and blue. Terry's Royale then putting it right up to Bear Force 1, and these two have started to lock horns here. They've really started to stretch away from the pack already. They've committed a very long way out. They've gone 5 clear over Tad Reeb running in third as they skip past halfway. Fourth position then with Dashing Roger next to the running rail, Look Back Smiling. 3 parts behind those to find Walsingham, the hat-trick seeker, then Shaladar, Spirit Genie, Devious Devon back of the field, and Revich is struggling in rear. 2.5 to go. Terry's Royale now looking vulnerable, plenty sweeping past. Tad Reeb has just poked the head in front, pink sleeves and cap, being followed through by Walsingham. Look Back Smiling on the improve, White Jacket, Black Star on the cap, then Shaladar and Spirit Genie as they're working their way inside the final furlong and a half. Walsingham trying to come up sides Tad Reeb. Look Back Smiling is now trying to close them down as well. Spirit Genie is in fourth inside the furlong. Walsingham edging past Tad Reeb. Look Back Smiling is still chipping away in behind. 150 yards to go. Walsingham though finding plenty here in the hands of Brodie Hampson and will land the hat-trick. Walsingham the winner. Tad Reeb in second. Tight enough third. Look Back Smiling with Spirit Genie and next Shaladar. They're off and racing, jumping away over 7 furlongs. The Charbonnel A. Walker British EBF maiden. Decent start made by Midnight Bandit in the black and yellow colours, and Pompet also going forwards quite keen. Also very keen is Bahike, and the violet has got to get some cover. Couple of groups at the moment. To the right, the running rail, black and yellow Midnight Bandit leads the way from Pompet there with Caladan and YY Nation following. Meanwhile, Norman Invasion, who got very warm down at the start, is now just tacking over to join the orange sleeves, being followed by both Rahib in the royal blue, white stripes on the cap, and also the violet of Bahike, who continues to over-race. So Midnight Bandit just ahead, I reckon. Quite a steady early pace. Racing upsides now, Norman Invasion. Rahib is following for Jim Crowley, racing in company with Bahike, Pompet, YY Nation. And at the back of the field is Caladan, past the 3-pole. Norman Invasion coming through to poke the head in front. Now Midnight Bandit is asked for more. On the left, Rahib is trying to move up and join issue. Bahike the Violet also coming into it. Then Pompet, YY Nation, Caladan at the back of the field. Furlong and a half to go. On the left, Rahib now winding up for the effort. Bahike pulled hard early. Will there be a finishing effort? Between horses is Norman Invasion. Pompet tries to finish as well. A furlong to go. Rahib has taken off and taken over. Rahib hits the front. Bahike trying to fight on. And between horses, Pompet finishing well late, but Rahib is in front to the line. Perfect pedigree, perfect start. Rahib wins nicely on debut to beat Pompet, Bahike in third, front 3 well clear of YY Nation and Norman Invasion.
First,
Wild Rosie coming up gate 4. Slotting in. Ready to go. They're off and racing, jumping away over a mile. The Westco Annexed to EBF Maiden Filly Stakes begins. Quite a bit of distance already, top to tail. Live in the Light, rather sluggish early on. Manoeuvre got away well from a wider draw, but isn't really pressing on with it. Down on the inside, Henfield is bang up there, and between rivals, Too Hot to Tango is handy in the black and white colours. Well supported Chusi is following, green with the white cap a bit deeper of Born Too Bright. Suraj Naredu on the running rail. Another length or so then to Tabasco is followed through by Wild Rosie, who's just having to snatch up there down the order. He's racing in partnership with El Vamos. She Talks to Angels back down the field at the moment. Rossa Raheen is also held up towards the tail of the field, and after the tardy start to the race, Live in the Light is the back marker. Down the side and on their approach towards the home turn, it's Manoeuvre, who eventually did go on. Has the advantage here for Oisin Murphy on the back of that second at Kempton on debut. Chusi running in second. On the inside, Henfield is in third. Then Too Hot to Tango in fourth. Next in the field is Born Too Bright. Tabasco pushed along. El Vamos on the outside of Wild Rosie, then She Talks to Angels. Rossa Raheen at the back of the order, still last, Live in the Light as they complete the corner for home. Just over 2 furlongs left to go. Manoeuvres in front here and travelling along strongly. Manoeuvre by a length and a half from Shushi in second. Down the centre, El Vamos and Too Hot to Tango try to finish off their races. Then comes Tabasco from the rear. She Talks to Angels is also starting to run on, but heading to the last furlong. It's Manoeuvre in front, but El Vamos is charging. El Vamos sweeps on by and says cheerio. El Vamos. Very impressive indeed, far too strong. She Talks to Angels second, Manoeuvre in third, and Shusi was fourth. Quite a pause, they're off and racing. After a hold, they jump out over 6 furlongs. Suvar was a little left-handed coming away from the stalls, and Thaluna a little short of room as a result. They go in the Juddmonte British EBF Restricted Novice. Hungarian and Watch Your Snoop, both with experience, both to the fore here. Hungarian the left, the 2 shades of blue, and on the right to the running rail, black jacket, yellow quartered cap is Watch Your Snoop. They're being followed by Acclaimed Freedom and Huvar, and Thaluna, the filly, is at the back of the 5-runner field. So Watch Your Snoop, after that second-placed effort at Newmarket on debut, has the advantage. 3 parts now from a niggled-at Hungarian. On the left, Huvar is trying to join issue there, followed by Thaluna and Acclaimed Freedom. They're very well stacked, very neat and compact, aren't they, here, as they work towards the last 2. Watch Your Snoop trying to wind it off and shrug off the challengers. Now in second, Hungarian is driven. Huvar on the left in third place. Acclaimed Freedom, back marker is Thaluna. Watch Your Snoop in front by over a length as they drive down to the final furlong. Hungarian Thaluna is now running on into the clear, but Watch Your Snoop has led from the outset here and has got this wrapped up into the last 100 yards. Watch Your Snoop will be off the mark at the second attempt. Second place, very tight. Thaluna promising. Might have just got second on the line over Hungarian, then Acclaimed Freedom, and finally Huvar. Jumping away over a mile, the Ascot Iron Stand membership handicap begins. Sisyphe in the yellow jacket got away alertly. Very much a difference of opinion here. Big group away to the right are being led up by High Degree, and also bang up there Mr. Swivel with Sisyphean. Star Anthem is following with EBT's Guard and also Talisiv Olver, then High Royal, who's back down that main group on the right-hand side. Thunder Roar, Witch Hunter and Bo Pedro. Gray's Monument has slowly edged across. In fact, they are now all migrating mainly towards the near side running rail, with the exception of Bal Makara, who runs the solo on the left. Back towards the rear of the group at the moment is Epic Tetus, also to the tail Accentuate, and finally Theory of Everything. Heading onwards towards halfway, a little over a half mile to go. It's up top here, High Degree with a narrow advantage from Sisyphean and Talisiv Olver. Then Star Anthem, Mr. Swivel, EBT's Guard, La Trinidad quite keen. Gray's Monument, Balmacara next in the order, followed by High Royal and Thunder Roar. Shout's not got many behind at this point. Witch Hunter, Bo Pedro, Epictetus accentuate towards the back of the field. Also Theory of Everything as they work their way down to the last 2.5 furlongs. On the rail, High Degree is now joined by many. EBT's Guards come there travelling well. Sisyphe in between rivals. Then Gray's Monument, Shout as well. On the left, the Royal Blue and Purple improving strongly. Mr. Swivel bursting through as well. Front four go clear. EBT's Guard with Shout. Mr. Swivel and then High Degree. Inside the furlong, Shout now starts to power. And power away. Goes on by 2 from EBT's Guard and Mr. Swivel. And Shout here is storming clear for a most impressive win. Tough handicap, I think not. Shout tears it apart. Mr. Swivel second, EBT's Guard third. Then came High Degree, La Trinidad. And next was Witch Hunter. Has won it. Danik in second, Law of Design in third. It'll be Bell today, I think, just in fourth, being followed through in fifth position by Cavolo.